What's up, you guys? My name's Tommy.
And my name's Jack.
And welcome back to Seymour Films. Okay, so for Jack's first video as a member of the Seymour family, we're about to review the anime film that people have been waiting for 10 years.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of the Dimensions.
So Jack, do you want to take the plot?
So for anyone that doesn't really know exactly what this film is, this is based exactly a couple of months after the last end of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in the films. Nothing to do with all the other stuff, nothing 5DX, Zexals, Arc 5, any of the shit that came after it. It's mainly just to do with Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, Tristan, Taya, all the original cast. So it's set as they're coming up to graduation, and it's after all the pharaohs disappeared. He's gone back into his tomb. So Kaiba's wanting to still fight the pharaoh because he still thinks he can beat the pharaoh. So Kaiba is using all the money to fund all of the fund to try and actually get to fight the pharaoh. Whereas another person has come into play, which is based around what happens when the pharaoh leaves, and they come in, and obviously through usual aspects of evilness, he has decided to turn to the evil side, as usually bad people do. They start off good, then go evil, then come back good. Whereas Yugi and all the other lot are all just about coming to graduation.
Right. The reason for this is we find out that our antagonist is affected by the loss of Shadi, who most of you know from the season is the one who protects the Millennium Items. You find out that in this film there is an 8th Millennium Item. The item allows for the world of the Cubics to come to life. That being the case, you find out that he's after Yugi and Kaiba to stop the pharaoh from coming back so he won't lose his powers. We also learn a bit of a backstory behind Bakura. We learn about more of the characters and what they're going to be doing after graduation, and we finally learn the split between the team. So that said, the whole film is just a battle between Kaiba, Yugi, and this new character who are trying to get possession of the Millennium Puzzle for the last time. Right, so Jack, you do a lot of digital design. How about you talk about the visual aspects for us?
Right, so basically, unlike the original TV series or any of the films that were made, it's now split down between 2D and 3D. 2D, obviously, the original way that everyone used to watch it and everyone loved, and then 3D for certain monsters, and then when the big battles decided to come out and some of the camera angles, it did switch into 3D. What they've done with
Obelisk!
Not right now, alright?
But the visual aspects!
I know, it comes later! So obviously, as everyone used to know how the card game works and how the life points are all shown on the screen, it's like just like a little square box with a number that beeps down. What they've done with this one is they've taken, Konami released the Yu-Gi-Oh app, the official Yu-Gi-Oh app, which is based off, all the visuals are based off of it, so it's more of a solid, more futuristic blue colour. So and it shows a lot more to deal with how much damage you get and how much life points you take. So instead of it just knocking down just life points, it will show you how much damage people have been taking. And then, so that's the main way of seeing it. And like obviously there's a new dual disc as well, which is almost all still got like the same visual aspects tailored around there, all made by Kaiba Corp.
Screw the rules, he has money.
He does not have money.
He has money.
If he's got money to build he has money to basically build a space station that has Casey in the middle of Casey in a big tunnel going all the way up to the top. And that's just, if you want to know how to spend
money.
If you want to know how you spend your money, spend it that way.
You also build a Blue Eyes White Jet because you need a Blue Eyes White Jet.
Blue Eyes White Jet. But obviously then the 3D comes into play. So they've done it with all your major characters. So you've got the Dark Magician, you've got your Blue Eyes, like all the major monsters that came into play were all 3D. The 3D was
incredible.
Obviously, yeah, because obviously you can't compare it to any of the 3D stuff that you got these days. You can only compare it to like how it is in anime, and it's done perfectly. And like he forcefully grabbed me, Obelisk Tormentor does come into play, but is the only god that comes into play, which is
quite odd when Slifer's in the movie pack.
Yeah, Slifer's in the movie pack, but also for the fact of when did Kaiba get the card again?
It's weird because they're meant to be buried in the same place as the Millennium Items, so somehow
he's got the power to basically smash through a ground and get it.
Yeah, but anyway, the 3D graphics in this film, you saw them. Oh my! it was like the characters were near on brought to life.
Yeah.
If you looked at the original series and the 2 movies that have been done to do with Yugi, and then you compare it to this, you see how far it's come. Don't get me wrong, would I have liked to have seen how the Dark Magician used to look? Of course I would have.
Yeah,
But
it's 2016.
yeah, it is 2016, and in all honesty,
It's not 2016.
no, it's 2017.
2017. With the 2D though, they've obviously, because it is meant to be a bit older, they've updated some of the characters. Like you could really tell Taya was a lot older, and
Same with
Yugi
and Duke.
Duke as well. Duke is in it, yeah.
Joey and Tristan. Are
Joey
the ones
and
that-
Tristan were more of the older ones though in the TV series. So they're obviously when it comes
They
to their
just
graduation,
look
they're just
roughly the same.
they're just basically more or less just like a year older or along the lines. But Yugi's a lot taller now.
Oh, and Bakura. Bakura looks a little bit older.
yeah. Kaiba's still the same. Grandpa's still the same,
Except for the voice.
except for the voice.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall,
Overall, the visual aspects, it's like it kept you like looking like, okay, this is quite pretty. This is very pretty, and it never like slacked on anything that you got to see.
I think the only downside of one of the visual aspects was some of the colour was very in your face at times.
Obviously, some of the colours were meant to show like obviously the raw power.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that, and like obviously with.
But don't you agree? At times it was a bit bright.
It was bright. It was like obviously for the scenes that it was fine. Overall, if I'm going to give it a rate, I'll say about 9 out of 10.
Yeah, for visuals, I'm easily giving it a 9. So how did the film make you feel overall?
Overall, made me feel like I was sitting there, always on the edge of my seat. It's like, come on, I want the next bit. I want the next bit. Made me just remind me of when I was 10, 11, back when I first watched Yu-Gi-Oh and everything. But there were certain parts that I really, really wanted, but we didn't get.
Yeah, I know what part you're on about.
Yeah, you know what part I'm on about. Like, and obviously there were certain other bits. It's like, can you just please just bring this out? Can you please just show this? No, you don't get to see any of that. It's just like, but I want it.
Want it now, please?
It's like, I want cake now.
Honestly, I just felt nostalgic watching it. It was like, I can't even explain it.
For the fact of like we were all sitting there like start slapping each other's
Yeah.
face. It's like when it was getting to the good bit.
It was like,
It's like please, 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 please.
I remember watching all 5 original seasons. Then the movie came out. I watched that. The new movie, the Bonds Beyond Time one.
Yeah.
Still a good movie.
Yeah.
But it just felt like something was missing. Then this came out.
Yeah. Then this came out there.
And it was finally that piece of your childhood that was missing. It was the thing that
It's for the fact of now, like obviously it's settled your childhood, but it's now
Yeah.
like now as you're in your adulthood, it's like, but I want more.
yeah, when season 5 ended, we felt like that ending was really abrupt. You felt like you didn't get a proper
Send off.
yeah. Now you do.
I mean, I have to admit, last scene, what I told you right at the end, it was like, okay, this is how it happened. So
Yeah.
the whole story will come full circle when you watch it.
The fact that it's finally, like Jack said, come full circle, you end up finally getting that piece of nostalgia, childhood, and an ending where you can be happy to go, okay, I know what happened to the characters now.
Yeah.
Might have been nice to know what a couple of the others actually did end up doing, because you only find out what 2 of them end up doing.
Yeah.
But at least you got that ending.
Yeah.
That's it. You know now. I don't think they're going to do another Yu-Gi-Oh movie or another Yu-Gi-Oh series about these characters. I feel like Yugi might appear in the series once or twice more, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, rating out of 10 for the film overall.
Overall, 8 out of 10, just for the fact of if it put in the bits that we wanted. Like I know you and me wanted one specific scene, like a couple of specific.
All
scenes.
of us wanted that specific.
All of us wanted like the specific scene that we're talking to right near the end, and we're talking about the one at the end as well.
Yeah,
That's
and
why I got 8.
The thing that I really wanted was, like we just spoke about with the visuals, Obelisk appears, and okay, Obelisk is the promo card, which Harry's going to put a picture up now. The thing that I thought is stupid, the movie pack has all the cards that are in the film, except for Slifer.
Yeah.
Slifer is in the pack, but not in the film.
You never know, might get in deleted scenes.
Yeah, true, but
Your rating though?
my rating, I'm going 8. I'm
Yeah.
going 8 with you.
Yeah.
There was nothing that would make this lower than an 8. And I think even Harry, who's behind the camera, rating?
Give it an 8.
Yeah. So overall, you've got an 8 from 3 people who grew up with this franchise, have all watched the film. You're not going to regret watching it, though only a few select cinemas now are showing 1 or 2 more screenings.
I think it ends like the next. I think it ends by the end of this week or something.
Yeah, but if you haven't watched it,
Should come out on DVD.
in places like Stratford and things like that, you're not going to get a chance. It will come out on DVD probably in the next few months, because when they released Bonds Beyond Time, only took them about 2-3 months to release it. And that's it for now, guys.
Thanks for watching,
Make sure to come back next time for more content.
and don't forget to subscribe. Oh shit! Right, I need a shit. I'm gonna go. Shit! Need shit! Good shit.